Alright, welcome guys to the final episode of opening day here tonight between the Tampa Bay Vipers and the Seattle Crazy Jacks. Now, I really only planned to do some quick highlights of this game at first, but something happened in this game that I needed to make a full episode about, and we'll see what it is here further along in the episode. As I don't see these two teams making the playoffs. The Crazy Jacks have been actually one of the worst teams in the game for a while, but let's just get into this. This is the last opening day episode that I'm going to be recording for you guys, so we're going to move on. No more opening day after this episode. So Jose Barrios is pitching on the mound for Tampa Bay. Last year was excellent. Has been an alright pitcher so far in this franchise. He's been pretty good, but honestly, ball hasn't lived up to the hype of being a 98 overall. You can see the Vipers' records there. They've never been very good. And the Crazy Jacks have had 100 losses in 4 straight seasons now. So, yeah, they're not very good either. Nestor Castro was their leadoff hitter. He was a rookie last year, and he did not perform very well. He was not very good last season for them, but he is only 23, so I have faith that he's going to be able to be a lot better this season. And that's the first pitch of the ball game, and he grounds it over to shortstop for the first out of the ball game. And the first out of the inning, let's take a look at this lineup really quick. Castro, John Torres, Michael Brantley, Keeper Ruiz, Jackson Profar, Hunter Bishop, Michael Bush, Vito Brujan, and Tristan Watson. Now you can see kind of why this team is just not very good. That lineup is not very good. John Torres here in center field. He was with the Chicago Blue Sox. He's a rookie this season. He looks amazing. He already an 83 overall. Got a chance to win Rookie of the Year this season with how good he is. On the 0-2 pitch, though, he swings, and this is beautiful pitch there by Jose Barrios. So he gets the first 2 outs of the ball game here with a ground and a strikeout. And that, we're going to take another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. Now, their best hitter is Michael Brantley. He's actually been very good in this franchise. And he is 38, so he is near the end of his career. Probably will only be in the league for a couple more seasons at this point. But he is their best hitter, and he's actually one of the better contact guys in baseball. And here, in his first at bat of the season, he hits one into center field for a base hit. So Michael Brantley 1 for 1 to start the season. Keeper Ruiz is their catcher. Can't speak right now. He is not that great. So, there's a ground ball over to shortstop. He throws it over to second base to get the out. So, end of the top of the first, no score. And again, I think the Vipers have a have a lot of youth on their team, but I think they're a couple of years away from competing yet. And just to give you perspective, this is the Crazy Jacks' best rated pitcher overall is Josh James, and he has been really bad in this franchise. Take a look at his numbers right there really quick. Here's Akil Baddoo, who played in 125 games last season, about almost a 300 average. He actually did very, very good last season for sure for this team, and he's only 25 and 86 overall. Really watch out, Akil Baddoo. He's going to be good in this franchise, and he hits one down the line, and it's going to drop in there for extra bases. Baddoo is going to get over to second base with a double here to lead off the ball game. So he starts his season with an extra base knock. A double into the left field gap. There's Brian Hayes. 28 years old, been pretty disappointing in this franchise, to be honest with you. Not all that exciting from him, but so he grounds into the ground out there at shortstop. Akil Baddoo will not be able to move on that baseball, so he just stays there. And now let's take a look at this team's starting lineup. We've already seen a couple of the guys here on this lineup. Of course, Akil Baddoo and Brian Hayes. Bo Bichette, Dylan Carlson is their big free agent acquisition that they had this season, off-season. Brett Batty, Adam Dickinson, Hunter Renfroe, and Ryan Saunders there, as well as their catcher, Rafael Marchand. There is Bo Bichette. He is excellent. One of the better shortstops in the game right now, 95 overall. Got a big contract. He is excellent in this franchise, that's for sure. And on the first pitch of this at bat to him, he flies it into right field. That is going to be caught out there by the right fielder. So 2 outs now. Let's see if they can try and get the heel home right now. Here's Dylan Carlson, 39 home runs, 92 ribbies last season. He was their really big acquisition in the offseason for this ball club, and he's got excellent stats. So let's see what he can do here with Madu on second base. The only one pitch to him is a base hit up the middle. Madu is fast, over 80 speed. He's going to come around third, and he will score as the throw is offline. Carlson trying to go to second base, and they actually threw him out at second. Trying to reach second base there on a ball that he really shouldn't have been trying to go to second base on. But they do get the run, and Kilbadu does score. So we are through one inning here in the ballpark now, and it's 1-0 Tampa Bay out in front. Jerickson Profar coming up for the Crazy Jacks. He's been mainly a platoon player for a lot of different ball clubs. He's really good against lefties, but that's about it. Hunter Bishop is one of their outfielders here. He's not been too great in this franchise. He's just been alright. And he hits a ground ball over to second base to get the first out of the inning here for the Vipers. Now, Michael Bush used to play for the Reapers, and he was very disappointing for the Reapers. Not that great, trying to kind of revamp his career here in this franchise, and he actually gets a base hit here on a quick manage. So now we're going to get introduced to Vito Brujan. He is, again, alright. You know, these players, you know, they're alright, but they just seem to doesn't have really any superstars on it at all. But Barrios there, he actually walks the runner there to load up the bases, so a jam here for him to try and get out of. Tristan Lutz coming up to the plate. And again, you look at the numbers on these players, they've been good, but they have not been great. That's pretty much everybody, and then it combines to not have a very good roster. As that ball is hit in the air by Lutz, and it actually falls in for a base hit. One line is going to score. Two lines will score on a base knock by Tristan Lutz. And he actually got to second base there on that one. And so the next batter coming up here, he hits a fly ball to Badu, but that's truly deep enough to score another run. Badu is going to try and throw it all the way home, but he will not be, well, he will not get it there in time. So all of a sudden, the Crazy Jacks have taken a 3-1 lead here in the ball game now, as John Torres is coming up, trying to maybe tack some more runs on and get another run here. In the first pitch to him is a ground ball. That's past the first baseman. They actually hold the runner at third base. They do not try and score there on that play, which is a little bit interesting, but that is the first major league hit for John Torres. Keep that baseball. Not very excited, it seems, but they're going to keep the baseball for him. Congratulations to him on his first career major league hit. Great job. And so now, Michael Brantley coming up here with the runners on first and third, 2 out of the inning. Jose Barrios, a really tough inning for him, trying to get out of it here. And on the first pitch, it's a liner that he is going to drop. Man, Badu could not catch that one on the fly, and so another run will score. And it is now a 4-1 ball game here in the second inning. They really got to Jose Barrios there in that inning as we go to the bottom of the second. Vipers now down 4-1. Brett Batty is coming up. He's only 26. Last year he was really good, and hopefully that means that he is going to turn it around and become a really big superstar in this game. Hopefully on a 3-2 pitch, he unloads and hits it out to deep right field, and it's gone. Home run for Brett Batty. A solo shot on the first pitch of the AB, and it's now a 4-2 ball game here in the second inning. Nice swing there by Brett Batty with the bomb. And we're going to get another look at this, a replay here of that swing. A nice swing there, and a little bit of a watching it as it flew into the seats. A visibly frustrated pitcher there. Adam Dickinson won Rookie of the Year last year, 82 overall. He is excellent. Watch out. He had a ton of home runs last season, so he's definitely a power hitter. Let's see what he would do on the first pitch of the at-bat. Here to him, and it's a fly ball in center field, caught on a line. That was hit hard, but it was hit right to somebody. So an animal there for the first out of the inning. Now the next batter here is going to be Hunter Renfroe. Look at his numbers last year. He had 37 homers and over 100 RBIs on a bad team that didn't make the playoffs. So He is excellent. He is 34 years old, though. If you were to pick out a trade candidate from this team, it would probably be Hunter Renfroe, just because, you know, this team is very young, and he is definitely the oldest guy out of this lineup here. Evan Saunders is a rookie this season. Did play in a few games last year and was actually good last season, but I think he is technically a rookie this year. He watches that pitch, though. That was a beautiful pitch for a strikeout from Josh James. So, great batting. The home run here in the bottom of the second. We're through 2. It is a 4-2 lead for Seattle. Alright, now we're going to move on. This is the bottom of the third inning now. Rafael Marchand is their catcher, the last man in this batting order for the Vipers. And he really hasn't got a shot to play in a full season, so he's getting his shot right now. He looks pretty good and pretty young, and he strikes out there in a high fastball from Josh James for the first out of the inning. Taking another look at that beautiful pitch by Josh James to get Rafael Marchand. Alright, now it's Akil Baddoo coming back up. He had a double in his first at bat. Let's see what he does. The 2-2 pitch, and it's a line drive into left center field, and it's down, and it's going to go all the way to the wall. Let's see what Baddoo does. They're getting it in, and he's rounding second. He's going to try to go to third, and he's safe at third base. A triple for Akil Baddoo. How about that? So a double and a triple to begin his season here in the Bigs. This is his first ever opening day game that he's ever participated in, and my goodness, did he fly around the bases right there. Look at that. Unbelievable. How about that triple? As he is now on third base for Bo Bichette to try and drive him in. Let's see what he does on the first pitch of the at-bat to him. And he hits a ground ball that is going to get through and into left field, a base hit. So for the second time in the game, Akil Baddoo is driven in, this time by Bo Bichette, to make it a 4-3 ball game. Trying to get some more here in the inning. It's a fly ball. Right fielder is going to get there to make the catch. A great running grab there by the right fielder. I believe that's Tristan Lutz out there to end the inning. So we're through 3 now. And it's a 4-3 ball game. As we are going to go fast forward a little bit more later on in the game. Akil Baddoo, his third at-bat of the game. An 0-1 pitch to him, and he lays down a bunt. Going to try to get a base hit on this. James will not get him. It is not in time, and a base hit. Akil Baddoo is 3 for 3 so far in this ball game. And my goodness, he's showing off his speed tonight. A triple, and that right there, beating out that bunt attempt for a base hit. 3 for 3 with a double, a triple, and a base hit for Akil Baddoo. How about what a night for him? Now trying to maybe score him in here is Brian Hayes, and he lines one down the line in right field, and is going to get down. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Baddoo is quick. Let's see if they send him. They will. He's coming home. The throw is offline, not in time. And Akil Baddoo showing off his speed one more time tonight. He goes from first to home on that double by Brian Hayes. And let's take a look at his speed right here on Show Track. Top speed of almost 20 miles an hour and 18 miles per hour. Unbelievable quickness there, and my goodness, he got from first to home in 10.3 seconds. That is incredible. What unbelievable speed there to tie the ball game up. So now it's Dylan Carlson who hits one into the gap. That is down in the center field on base hit. Here comes Brian Hayes to score. And just like that, the Tampa Bay Vipers have taken a 4-5 lead here in this ball game tonight. So we're going to fast forward. Josh James has come out of the game now, and Len Ritchie will take his place. He was a rookie last year, I believe, and man, was he good last season for this Crazy Jacks team. Easily the best guy that they had in their bullpen last season, without a doubt. Yeah, he was a rookie last year. 23 years old. Watch out, Len Ritchie has a chance to be a very good relief pitcher in this game. And he strikes out Adam Dickinson there on a nice high pitch to get the strikeout and end the 5th inning. They get 2 runs in that frame. Akil Baddoo getting on base again with another hit. And here is Jake Ferria in a right reliever. Really, that's about it. He's not anything super good. You really get a quick screenshot of his stats right there. Not too impressive. But he does strike out John Torres there on a pretty beautiful off-speed pitch to end the inning. And taking a look at that strikeout. So we're going to go to the middle of the 6th inning. We're in the middle of the 6th inning now, and it's a 4-5 lead for Tampa Bay. So here we go later on. That's a pop-up that is going to be caught by the first baseman to end that inning. That was the end of the 6th inning now, as Kyle Crick is going to come in the ball game here for Seattle. Not a great reliever. There's really no great relievers in this bullpen. There's really no good relievers in this bullpen. He has some pretty decent stats, but he's not doing too well in this franchise. Now, Akil Baddoo is coming up here in the bottom of the 7th. And you look at that line, he's got something to do today. One more thing, but this time he lines it to center field. That is not good for Akil Baddoo. He needed one more at bat. So let's see what happens here in a quick managed situation. And watch what happens in this bottom of the 8th inning. Remember, Akil Baddoo is 4 for 5, a home run away from something very special. But look at this offense. All of a sudden, the offense is just exploding here for a crap ton of hits, a crap ton of runs. And guess what? Akil Baddoo is going to get another chance here in this at-bat. So here we go. The first pitch to Akil Baddoo. And that ball is hit in the air to center field. It is deep, and it is gone! Unbelievable! The cycle for Akil Baddoo. History is made today here in Tampa Bay. Unbelievable! What a moment! Akil Baddoo has just hit for the cycle, and he has become the first player in Major League history to hit for the cycle on opening day. No one has ever done that in the history of this game. Unbelievable. What a moment, and that's why this episode is so special, because you guys got to see that history. The first ever cycle on opening day by anybody. Nobody's ever done what Akil Baddoo did tonight. Unbelievable. He scored 4 runs, 4 for 5, a double, a triple, a base hit, and the home run. What a story for him. I mean, he's a guy that was a Rule 5 draft pick just a couple of years ago, a guy that really had to just grind in the minors. And what a unbelievable opening day for him. I just had to show that game. I had to show that game in full because that was unbelievable. Now, we did Sim, and now this is the second day of the season here. Ignore the records for each of these teams right now, but this is the second game of the season. Montreal, here in this bowl game, got a walk-off, actually. It was the second of the season, and I do not know exactly who got the walk-off hit, but you can see who got the RBIs here in this bowl game right there. I'm going to say that Josh Bell probably did. I'm not 100% sure what happened because I just simulated this game, but Montreal, that was their first win of the season there, and they did it in a walk-off fashion. So occasionally, when some crazy stuff happens in these box scores, I will show these box scores to you guys just to have a recap of, what happened on that day. I won't be showing the box score of every single game that I play, or that I simulate. But in games that, have a walk-off or have some crazy action, a really good game, I will show you guys the box score of those games, just so you guys can really stay as updated as you can and possibly can about this league. So, looking around the league here as well, another bowl game that I want to kind of show off here is this game, Mexico City and Houston. We had the opener of the very first episode of this series, and Houston won this game in a walk-off fashion as well. Mike Trott hit a home run. Justin Upton hit a home run. Paul DeYoung had an RBI as well. I believe that Justin Upton was the man who hit the walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th inning. But look at the pitchers here. We're going to scroll down here really quick. The pitchers in this game for both of these teams were both unbelievable. Really incredible pitchers duel. Nobody scored until the top of the 8th inning. And there was only 3 runs scored in total in this ball game. So Houston won the first 2 games of this series. They were 2-0 to that point. But look at the pitchers in this game. Both sides. The pitching for both sides in this game was unreal. 7 innings, 6.2 innings. And again, I mean, those are insane numbers for both of those starting pitchers right there, and a really crazy pitchers duel. Mexico City and Houston, that's going to be I'm going to highlight a lot of those games because those two teams are so good, and those two teams are going to be battling for the division and playoff spot the entire franchise and the entire season at least. So watch out. I mean, I'm going to have a lot of games, full games, really. Well, not really full games, but I'm going to have a lot of games between these two teams just because these two teams right now are the top dogs in this division. They have the best rivalry in this entire franchise right now, to be honest with you. Just because they met up in the playoffs a couple of times as well. They both eliminated each other in the postseason. They just don't like each other. And so really expect a lot of those type of games to be coming out just because, man, I mean, those two teams, the most competitive that you can get around the league. Let's see if I recap anything else here. I will update you guys on these two ball clubs here later on, San Diego and Colorado. The next episode will be featuring those two ball players, so don't you worry about that. So next episode, it's not going to be any more opening day stuff. 11, I think that is 11 strikeouts, or a really good game by a pitcher there for San Diego. But the next episode is going to be past opening day. It's going to be between San Diego and Colorado. So we're going to introduce those two teams and get the season really underway. The first week, first month of the season is going to take a while, but I promise you guys I will speed up the pace of this series as we get further along because I do want to have multiple seasons of this. So, the first season is going to have a lot of episodes, but I will try to keep it, as close as I can here. And in this game, really quick, Matt Chappell, who is a rookie, got his first hit and his first RBI in this one. And excellent start from Memphis starter Lewis Weil got the home run, a 3-run shot. So that's the end of this episode, guys. Have a great day. You've been listening to Lucas from Mars. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching.